So number one, we are going to talk about Kawambwa issue. And there are many issues surrounding Kawambwa. One issue surrounding Kawambwa is the 150. The second issue is the new Congress Party. New Congress Party and the illegalists. New Congress Party has sued ECZ because ECZ has a different set of office bearers. So we'll talk about that. Another issue involving ECZ is that a private location has been discovered somewhere in Lusaka where they are printing, I don't know let me pull up that article. I don't know if it's printing or doing something with ballot, some illegal activity at ECZ. Let me pull it up. So there are some machines and something in Lusaka where they are printing some electoral documents in Lusaka, some private location. So that is another thing that is happening. ECZ is the hotspot of scandals, guys. ECZ is the hotspot. Oh my God. So ECZ, there are two things. Either ECZ has been sued by New Congress Party for producing a fake name of office bearers. Imagine. But ECZ, I'm a fake name, not ECZ, Registrar. Sorry, forgive me. So, but Registrar has been sued for producing a fake name of fake list of office bearers. It's funny, guys, to a second. But Registrar, of all people, like when we tell you that there is lawlessness in this country, government now there is lawlessness. How can Registrar produce a fake list of office bearers? Yeah. But President, abe ne bachipani bakweta mashina yambi. Ero ba Registrar na be na bakweta mashina yambi. So that is the other thing. My other topic is a Registrar. Registrar with the versus New Congress Party. We'll talk about that. And then also, of course, Masebo is doing what she knows, what she is best known for. Kurwa na abantu. Masebo was fighting villagers. Masebo versus villagers. I want to comment on that. And also, HH hires an expatriate in his communication team. I will comment on that. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Share, invite people. Invite people, guys. Invite people. So, Emma topic. Mule commenter, guys. Send some likes, comments. Send some likes and comments. So the first topic we are going to talk about, welcome everybody, is the secret registration of voters exposed. Secret registration of voters exposed. We are almost 2 years away from the general election, and whomever is behind this, they are ahead of the game by registering voters secretly. And I'm going to read a letter which has been posted on social media. It is circulating, and it says ECZ registration kits and access to database are given to unauthorized persons. So people, private individuals, are in possession of ECZ registration kits and access to database, to control the database to private people. So the ECZ has repeatedly denied the claims that it's conducting secret voter registration in the country. There are repeated claims that Ministry of Home Affairs has been secretly issuing national registration cards. In total, ECZ has been issuing voters cards. In an ongoing investigation has revealed that ECZ has given out voter registration kits and access data to unauthorized person beyond ECZ officers to secretly conduct exercise. Investigations have revealed and narrowed down to one person identified as actor Maunga, a Lusaka businessman. A secret check at Maunga's office located on plot 37 Milima Road in Woodlands revealed that he has several ECZ registration equipment and materials. Maunga, who is aspiring for Kalomo seat and runs a foundation under his name, has been conducting secret registration of voters and had several registration kits at his office. He is said to work closely with the ECZ chairperson and electoral officer, ECZ chairperson Mangala Zalomis and electoral commission officer Brown Casaro and UPND Secretary General Gertrude Emenda. Maunga is also campaigning in Kalomo constituency under Actor Maunga Foundation and is seeking to unseat incumbent Harry Komboni. So this is the plot that has been revealed. Everything I'm discussing here is on social media. That is the place. And this is the man there. And there are pictures of the kits that have been found. These kits were found there. All this is on social media. So you see, guys, so there you go. Again, we are here to say what kind of governance is this, where private individuals have access to ECZ equipment to produce voters' cards. It's really sad, guys. This is really sad. And let me remind this government that in Malawi recently, there were riots in Malawi because there was a rumor that there was some monkey business going on at the ECZ in Malawi. So we want this government to do the right thing. This government must stop all this. They must investigate all these allegations. Instead of trying to investigate whistleblowers, start investigating the people who are accused. That is the law, how the law works. Yeah? How can a law be investigating whistleblowers? If you are a whistleblower, you become a criminal. And yet the people who are being implicated, they go scot-free. It doesn't work like that. And then another developing story which has come is that EU, European Union, and USA withdraw funding that might fight against corruption in Zambia until the government puts the ACC house in order. So now, so donors have withheld funding towards the fight against corruption in Zambia, citing the lack of transparency and accountability in a President Hakainde Hichilema's administration. Specifically, they are demanding an appointment of a substantive Director General and ACC Board of Commissioners. The United States is among the donors that have withdrawn the funding, expressing concern on government's handling of corrupt cases. So Zambia is on the map. Champions League, they are withdrawing their funding on corruption. We have been asking this government to put the house in order, but when we tell them, they say we are bitter. So Nishi, have the Americans and the Europeans become bitter as well? Have the Americans and the Europeans become bitter by asking this government to put its house in order, appoint credible director general and board members at JCC? The other topic I want to talk about, there is a rumor that Bukawambwa, they are moving voters from nearby areas and giving them 150. I will not draw on this. All I can say is pokeni mpia murieni mpia shachalo. Don't kubeba kuishwa pak votera. Luapula is the bedroom of the opposition. So we are not going to let visitors to take over our bedroom. Takwa kave. Elo nkafurwa mwandi niwena Luapula. Ngamwasumi nishabeni wakaise tuingira bedroom yesu takwaba. That is your stronghold. Nishwa prepare. Nisho opposition to afwa. The PF, the new Congress Party, Tonsi Alliance, Wuka Alliance, all of us alliance in opposition, we should not let umwenyu to ingira bedroom yesu. We must protect Luapula seats. Any seat in Luapula, nakuno then my bedroom, yes, we must protect them. If we take 2 kuma bedroom yabo kudia, tuayaba poke nipando shabo kudia kuma bedroom yabo. 32 so nga if we to alaba suminisha, then no kuisa kuma bedroom yesu kumipuku poke imipando chesu chinch. Salapkeni mwete timuimi hapa mwaya kuma bedroom yabo kuyoko bafuma. Teti umuntu eme aya nangu tafe campaign nangu nika meeting fi nangu kupitira keso bala kuku pepeka. So imwe cho mwana lekera babantu babale mingirira kuma bedroom yeru bamipoka na ma bed chinshi impia pokeni muriye nimpia shachalo. It's a money, Zambian money, it's our money. So ngabami pela ma 150 pokeni muriye. Naisa kulia shiriaba new Congress Party. Ile shiriaba new Congress Party, we saw the infraction which happened last week. By Registrar, now a different set of names from the president. And the criminality that is happening, could be Registrar, the chickens will come to roost. I see you, Mama Uri. Registrar kuya kulimirandu ku ECZ na kona kulimirandu tulalanda lyonse. We talk here mwaneto bati tuwaliwa bita nomba in your face, it is in your face. Tia mishini na tulalanda kale tuwainganine bokale nambo kulanda ngana alanda tuwaliwa bita. So how bitter am I? File ishinina file mishinina ba American na ma European, they have withheld funding on corruption until the Zambian government appoint a credible director general and board members for ACC. So Americans na Europeans very bitter. Ugo who is na bekatoyo uleshta print ama voters card in a private whatever. So mwamo na nombe file tuale nieba fionse fiambo kutumbuka. Armageddon has started. Armageddon na ifike ya ba UPND. Uwato na wambo kuunda. Your happy hour has come and gone because everything is being exposed. Ukonomba kuli ba registrar na bakwata list imbi, ero namba na president na kwata list imbi. Efinshifyo. Bari beresha, mwaberesha, you know balanda tikaluta pusuke mipya ibiri. Ba muri ba PF mwafurunga nyechipani, new era mwafurunga nyechipani. Nomba na new Congress Party. Mufulunga new Congress Party. That's why there's an akanamtana expose. God exposed you by registrar, because mule onaula, if you are interfering in the affairs of a political party, instead of doing your job by registrar to make sure that these political parties, whatever is happening in these political parties, is in adherence to their constitutions and manifesto. You are the one by registrar facilitating criminality. Criminal, because you are registrar, the gatekeeper is the registrar. The gatekeeper is the registrar who's supposed to ensure all these political parties operate in the confines of their constitution. But you, by registrar, you are number one in criminality, breaking laws of these political parties and installing imposter office bearers. So nintema, God hallelujah, because we have been talking panot we are bitter. KPF bari chitefyo fine, new era bari chitefyo fine, bami katanomba new Congress kwena, lesakana. Abasungu that once bitten, twice shy. You fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, shame on you. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I mean. So area she have registrar, and what else did I want to say? Ba Masebo, area she have Masebo. Ba Masebo, what kind of public worker is Ba Masebo? And why is Ba HH not firing Ba Masebo? Because Ba Masebo, Ba Ishwafio Kurwana Bantu. What kind of a minister does not know how to work amicably with the people? Eh? But Masebo Papa anybody who health you could scandal, higher corruption from there. But Masebo Bale Lakanama Nava, chairman trainees, Bariamanes, Nama doctor Kula Lakana Nama trainees. She was fighting with health personnel in a full public view by Masebo. And then the climax was the scandals, and then HH moved her. Baba Tualo Kubaba Tuala Nomba. Ukubaba twala baleba pepe kabaya mkuru wana ma villagers. But Masebo it's only to a disgrace, you know. Honestly, Masebo, I can tell you that your behavior is disgraceful. We don't expect you to behave like that. Eh? But Masebo thrives on confrontation. Kwani womuntu ni public leader taishwa kulanda na bantu bwino. She wants to talk like talking to people like they're criminals. No, you have to respect people. Eh? These people must have disrespect. Ever voted, but Maseboko baya kuya mkutumfia bantu no rubudi say. And the question now is, why is Bahaka Inde keeping Masebo in his government when she has clearly failed? There is corruption linked to her name, and she doesn't have the personality to deal with the public. She's not humble enough to deal with the public. So what is that, Masebo? And my question as I end on this topic here, Masebo, is why is Bahaka Inde keeping Masebo in his government? Because she has failed. She has this, corrupt cases hanging on her head. Health equality corrupt case. Now, they are saying that we don't know, but why can't she be amicable and just respect people and talk to people like adults, you know? So, Masebo, again, we are asking HH, why is HH not actually retiring Masebo, dropping her from the government? Because enough is enough. To a point where Masebo Pepe Kashua. If anything bad happens to Masebo, because you have seen clearly Masebo can't perform. She doesn't have the people skills. She needs to serve the public. Obviously, she doesn't. She was fighting the healthcare people there, and now she's fighting villagers. So let's just watch and see how this story will unfold. Masebo. And finally, the HH has hired a professional from Katinga, Kenya to deal with communication. And on this one, I can just say what a shame, because HH said, by youth to campaign Chito, we are going to empower you. So now what has changed? For by HH, we are a communication professional, Abakfia, Kenya. Zambians are not good enough. Zambians are not good enough. Anyway, all I can tell Bahakainde to say, I want to mulepero to follow. I hope Eva can be voted. I hope Eva can be voted. Otherwise, anything, any plan for 2026, God will expose it before we get there. And I hope English, I was a foreign pere fuma, ama Zambian today, what upon a chance, iya kwebachi, kuchu mashita nama mining shares. Today, we don't know who the shares are. Shareholders are, we don't know. We don't know who owns the mines. We don't know when these mines are being discovered. Mine has opened. And we don't know. Everything is like gray. That's why our EU number has stepped in. And believe me, if Bahakainde does not change his mode of governance, more sanctions are coming to Zambia. This is just the beginning. Here, tip of the iceberg. They have stopped funding Zambia on corruption cases. This is the beginning of the end. If this government does not change its operations, more sanctions are coming to Zambia. Yes, so this is all I had to say. Thank you for watching. Share the video, and I will see you tomorrow with more breaking stories. God bless you and good night.